Good morning, students. Welcome to my English class. And today we are going to study chapter number from our supplementary book, and title of chapter is Footprints Without Feet. Yes, student, footprints without feet. No doubt this title has a little bit puzzled you, that how it is possible that there are footprints and without feet. So I'm not going to spoil your suspense. I'm just coming toward the story and I will tell you how there were footprints but there were no feet visible. Yes, student, two students, or rather you can call two boys, and they were surprised because regularly they were watching the footprints of mud, but unfortunately they were not able to see any feet. They were quite surprised. Hey, what a man is doing here, a barefooted man. And in London, what about our city? Who is this man? Though they followed it, but suddenly the footprints also disappeared. Okay, student, don't panic. Actually, I am telling you that the boys and footprints both were real. And these boys were following a famous scientist. Yes, and his name was Griffin. Actually, student, Griffin was a brilliant scientist. He had two types of knowledge. First, he was an apprentice of a doctor. So he had great knowledge of medicine. And after leaving apprentice, he started to study physics. And then he discovered a formula that can make human body invisible, and this body could not be seen by anyone unless and until the body is covered with the cloths. If there is cloths, then body is visible. If there is no cloth, the body is not visible. But though he was a brilliant scientist, but he was a little bit eccentric. He didn't want to listen anyone. He was a lawless person. That's why when his landlord tried to know what he is doing, he became angry, and to take revenge, he set fire to the house. But how? At once he gobbled his own medicine that he has discovered and removed his clothes and became invisible and ran away from there. But you know, student, he was very unlucky to select this time to roam in the streets, because it was January and it was too much cold in the Europe. One cannot survive. So he planned, I have to save myself. The shop closing time was near, so just then invisibly he sank into a storehouse. As soon as the storehouse was closed, he take a relief. Oh, I can do now anything. First of all, he found clothes for him. Then he found food for him. Take clothes. And now he was also free. So he make a pile of available quilt there and slept for the night. and it was very good for him if he wake in time. He did not get up in time, and that's why next day the assistant had opened the store. When they opened the store, they found somebody sleeping there. They started to catch him. And again Griffin had to take off his clothes. Then he ran away from him. But what to do? Same condition was again. So this time he reached in a theatrical company invisible. And there he wore a hat. He covered his body with bandage, then a overcoat, black false nose, black specs, fully fitted gentleman. But problem is that now he's visible. How he can go without pay? So he have another plan. I already tell you he was a lawless person. He attacked the storekeeper from behind and wounded him. And not only attacked and wounded him, also take up his money and ran away from him. And now he reached in Epping. It was a small village and nobody comes here. So pupil was surprised. Hey, who is this man? He's looking quite strange and he did not have common appearance also. But he paid rent in advance, so Mrs. Hall was ready to take him as a guest. He told Mrs. Hall that I'm a scientist and I have to do experiment here, so I don't want anybody would come and disturb me. Okay. But the money that he has stole, it will not last long. Very soon there is no money. Mrs. Hall was demanding the money. So on that night he made a plan and commit another theft at clergyman's house. Clergyman was too much surprised. He wake in time but he could not see anyone, though the money was absent. So a complaint was launched and Griffin was suspected for it. Same time when he was stealing money at clergyman's house, Mrs. Hall entered into his own room. And there she was surprised that all the clothes were lying on the bed, but Griffin was not there. Suddenly the door closed. A hat came and hid over her face, and then an old wooden chair come upward and hit her on her legs, and not only hit but pushed both Mr. Hall and Mrs. Hall out of the hall, and now door was closed. Now suspicion grew. Mr. Jaffer was called. He was a constable. So now Griffin was trying to run away from here. That's why he removed his hat and everything over his face, so his face was not there. But Mr. Jaffer was a responsible constable. He said, okay, I have to arrest him whether he is with hat or without hat. But there was a brutal fight between them, and at last he found himself unconscious. Somebody was beating him, but nobody was able to save him because nobody knows where is Griffin. This is your story. My children, it has a very strong lesson to you. It is good to have knowledge. It is good to have voice. But our God has given us this wisdom to serve this world with our wisdom. Not to misuse it. Not to tease people. All the experiments which are done They are just to make the world happier. So, we must be brilliant, but we must be lawful. We must present an example before the world that this must be done. We won't have to represent ourselves as a bad man. So I hope all my students will have understood the lesson and they will try to be brilliant, but again not too lawless. Thank you very much.